Wildfires in Europe continue to spread as firefighters battle blazes in France and Greece.
Almost all of the estimated 60,000 migrants who entered Spain's Ceuta exclave have returned to Morocco.
A wildfire in France's Provence region continued spreading on Saturday as overnight efforts successfully stopped the blazes from reaching the nearby towns of Correns and Montfort-sur-Argens. 1,300 firefighters have been deployed to tackle the blaze, which has flared up again in the Gros Belisson area, burning approximately 1,250 more hectares since Friday. Meanwhile, authorities say France's largest wildfire in 70 years has been brought under control near the southwestern city of Bordeaux. In Greece, hundreds of firefighters on Saturday were battling to save a popular coastal resort northwest of Athens as violent winds lashed the country, hampering operations. More than 400 firefighters, backed by several dozen specialized aircraft, were battling blazes in the area of Porto Germano, the country's fire department said.
Almost all of the estimated 60,000 migrants who entered Spain's Ceuta exclave have returned to Morocco, Spanish officials said. Under the watch of Spanish soldiers and police, the last remaining young migrants could be seen crossing back over the border on Saturday morning.
Que en menos de 48 horas la situación en Ceuta no tiene nada que ver y que la normalidad se está alcanzando. También saben, ya se ha informado, de que en esta madrugada ya hemos empezado al establecimiento de lo que es la barrera marítima, en concreto una barrera neumática y una primera línea de boyas con un canal intermedio.
To cross into Ceuta, many swam around a small border barrier that juts out into the Mediterranean. At least 67 people died in the attempt, including some who drowned and others who were killed in a stampede to cross a breakwater barrier. Officials have said that none of the people who entered Ceuta irregularly left the city for the European mainland, nor would they be able to.
Russian strikes on Kyiv overnight have killed at least 9 people and injured more than 30 others, in what the city's mayor called a horrific night for the capital. Vitaly Klitschko says Russia launched a wave of ballistic missiles, damaging buildings and sparking fires across 5 districts. Among the sites hit was a municipal agency running the city's ambulance and emergency medical services. 4 of its buildings were partially destroyed and 5 ambulances burned out completely. President Vladimir Zelensky says Russia fired 35 missiles and 185 attack drones at Ukraine overnight, hitting Kyiv along with the Dnipro, Sumy, Kharkiv and Poltava regions. He says local air defenses shot down just 1 missile, renewing international calls for more Patriot interceptors. This comes after President Trump appeared to walk back on a promise letting Ukraine build its own Patriot missile systems, saying handing over that technology is, quote, a hard thing to give away. FIFA President Gianni Infantino said on Saturday that he has scrapped a plan to allow private investment in the World Cup, following fierce backlash from football officials worldwide. In a statement, Infantino said the project had created divisions that were, quote, no longer in the interest of the objectives set out. The plan was to let outside investors take minority stakes in a new subsidiary running FIFA's commercial operations, including the World Cup. Infantino said the venture could have raised nearly 20 billion euros. But the idea triggered an outcry, with UEFA threatening to boycott FIFA competitions altogether, insisting the World Cup, quote, cannot be treated as an investment product. The controversy has piled pressure on Infantino, already under fire over the running of this year's World Cup, and led to the resignation of a senior advisor.
Du trône pour célébrer